Welcome everyone to your chakra reading for April. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. Looking at your chakras, getting yourself balanced for the month. Let's see what's going on. Best message coming out is the crown chakra of creation. Ooh, really liking that, guys. Uh-oh. So the crown chakra of creation is definitely talking about, I will guide you to your muse. This inspiration is your path is an artistic one. Express your love in a tangible art form. It is time to make decisions. Your personal inquiry is, I am waiting for someone's permission to create my life. What do I need to see in order to claim my own gifts? The key words to this situation is opening up to magic, lasting transformation, divine feminine, awakening creativity, and finding your muse, owning your own gifts. I like that because this is saying, hey, you know what? It's time to kind of clean your own page. It's time to get out there and create what you know you need to create. No standing back. Be your own shaman is what it's pretty much saying, right? So it's saying you have the abilities to create. You are your own manifestator. You are the creator of your own story. So let's get going, right? Let's get creating this story. It's time to open up root chakra. Your root chakra is located at the base of your spine, between your hips and your you could say your buttocks, right? It is the first chakra. It is talking about the vitality, your insecurities. It's also talking about opening up to your own self. In this reading, it's talking about opening up to your creation, opening up to your gifts. You are given this gift. We all are. There's no one special on this planet. We all have this ability. If anyone says they're more special than you, that they could do things, well, then you just have to ask yourself, okay, no, it's not that you're more special. It's just that maybe you've learned how to do it, right? To control it. That there's nothing about being special. We all are creators. Success and growth. Talking about that third eye, talking about that success and growth. It's time to manifest. Number 8 over here to the 4, getting stable within your manifestations. It's time for you to say, hey, this is what I want and this is what I have the ability to do. I just need to take some action to do so. Okay, so we do have fast changes on the horizon. Oh, as you open up to these understandings of what you're doing and how you're moving and creating and building this alignment within yourself, within your chakras, right? You are aligning yourself to the energies there of the universe, and therefore you are allowing yourself to make these fast changes, to make these changes occur for yourself. All you need to do is take bold steps forward. Walk through this vortex. Walk through those doors. Next card is Money Matters. Invest your money wisely. Through the success and growth says you will have the money, you will have the wealth. You will have what it is that it takes to get to where it is that you need to be. Right? Making yourself comfortable. Everybody's comfortability is different. One person can say, you know, if I make $6,000 a month, I will be comfortable. Another person can say, I need to make $10,000 a month and I will be comfortable. Everybody's comfortable zone is different. It's all about where you're feeling comfortable. But remember, it's all about how you invest your time, invest your manifestations, invest your money. Okay, and the overall card from the angels advice is positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway. Interesting. I'm just going to keep this here as I read. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. You are your own creator. Aligning your chakras is aligning your spiritualness within yourself, allowing your higher self to take over. It is the energy that actually causes your aura. Yeah. It's very powerful. It sets the tones of what we're made of energetically. Everything has aura. Your dog has aura. Your dog has chakras. This planet has chakras. Your plants have chakras. It's just that they don't all have as many as we do. Okay. And remember, your money is linked to your root chakra. Oh, come now. This thing does not like me today. Because nothing on this planet besides ourselves need money to live and survive. So therefore it has become a base value of our root chakra for survival reasons. Judgment over here. It is talking about the rebirth, calling in, making the absolution. As you're calling in, you're awakening your chakras. You're awakening your higher self from this place of maybe not understanding, a place of, could be even like a deprivation, a sleep. If your chakras are not aligned, then therefore they are sleeping. They're not moving properly. So you are therefore calling them out to make them into this beautiful alignment, making sure that they are running smoothly for yourself. And it could be because of these negative thoughts. Negative thoughts keep your chakras not running smooth. Anytime we get into a place of deprivation or victim mentality or entrapment of the mind, in imposing thoughts, negative thoughts, anything of this nature, right, that makes us feel trapped, our chakras cannot move clean and smooth that work for us. They work, I wouldn't even really say that they work against us. I wouldn't say that because it's just like they're not moving. So it's not that they're really moving against us. We can only move against ourselves. Seriously. But it's not that your chakras are moving against you. Only your mind moves against you. So therefore, you're just keeping yourself trapped and keeping them. The chakras are wheels within ourselves, imaginary wheels of energy. Therefore, they're just not moving they're not moving very clean. I always see them as like being in a factory. They're a machine. If you have clogs in a machine, clog wheels and all those things going on, and they're not moving, and they're all gunked up, right, greased, and they're not going to move very well. Ace of Pentacles. Oh yeah, there is a new career and financial opportunity that's sitting on the edge of the horizon for you. That's what's going on. Something you need to reach out and grab. Creation is about using your imagination. That's what we have in imagination. Imagination is, and visualization is why we were given that, so that we can create. The mind doesn't know any different between the imagination and and the visualizations. It's only us who knows the difference. But it doesn't know the difference. So therefore it says that there is prosperity on the horizons. You just need to get to this gate. There's that door again. A lot of doors and a lot of portals over here. So it's literally saying through this portal, you have this stable opportunity. I just want you to open up to this situation and really take on what's yours. Take that action where action is needed. You are going to see this improvement in money. This is definitely about your money, my friends, about this financial opportunity of success and growth that is like at your fingertips. You just need to reach out, but you have to have the understanding that it is mine. There's a lot of manifestation that's going on in this reading, because it's definitely talking about creating the best for myself and what I can do. And how do I know I can do this? Why? Because you have to reach out first. But you have to definitely have the understanding that there is no limitations. The universe is working for me. I have the belief and the faith within this situation to do what it is I really need to do. So really taking this kind of, this spiritual approach. It's kind of interesting because you could say that this reading, my friends, is kind of you could say it's kind of a scientific approach to a spiritual approach, because there's no difference in both. That's why, some people say, I only believe in science and energy. I don't believe in, and it doesn't matter. In the end, it doesn't matter, because it all works around the God, the universe, the God sent anyways. So, you could say this and you could say that, doesn't matter. They all come together as one, because it's all divinely set up to be one. You know what I'm saying? It becomes one anyways. So, yeah, there you go. So it doesn't matter. You're going to take your scientific area of understanding manifestation to this heavenly level, and you're going to push them together anyways, because they're going to become one. Because the Two of Cups are going to become one. This is where your soul says, okay, look, this is what we're doing. It's almost very deep reading over here. I feel like it's because I'm hitting someone's energy who is more based on a scientific approach of maybe like the Matrix kind of thing. It's all the same. Stop trying to dilute everything. You're just giving it fancy names. You're just giving it fancy human names. In the end, it's all the same. Right? It doesn't matter what approach it is. It's all the same in the end. Right? This is a celebration. So it's saying this is where you're going to come together for the powerful three within yourself, mind, body, and soul, bringing the three together. Like I just said, everything is just going to come together anyways. But it is saying that it is time for you to step outside that box. It is time to actually go after what it is you truly want. Stop holding yourself back. This is a reading of holding yourself back. It is time to awaken now to your higher calling. Get yourself into that place, right? Whether you script or you use vision boards or you don't, it doesn't matter, right? It's just about really having that faith and knowing that it's already set in motion. That's really all it is. It's kind of funny. I was just having this conversation with someone the other day, where it was like, stop praying wrong, right? And I know I've said this to you guys before, those of you who've been here, it's like, stop praying wrong. We don't pray to the universe that, pray for me to get better. No. You tell the universe, thank you for allowing me to be better. Thank you for giving me the money, as if you already have it. So it's already done, right? So that's what it's saying. It's saying, have the faith. This is your legacy. Go after it. This is your faith, your purpose, your fortune. As you're dancing with the universe for the Nine of Cups. Wow. The bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming is like I just said, the faith, the legacy of dancing with the completion of the universe for your Nine of Cups. So it's all about getting really in tune with yourself, though, guys. Really in tune yourself. So that way you can feel, right, those chakras going up and down. You can feel them moving around. If you guys need help with that, with any kind of meditation or anything, I do have the second channel. You can find that in the description area under every video. It is the Relaxing Whispers meditation. I actually have a whole video I just did last month about opening up that root chakra, which this is really what it is. You start from the root and you just really, base that there, and then just really move up those chakras and get them all going, right? Really feeling that energy coming down through you. Okay. And let's get an overall message over here. I'm going to actually use the Sacred Rebels card over here. I haven't used them in a while for your overall message from the universe. Beautiful reading. I see some beautiful things coming towards you. Just keep yourself very well balanced. Don't give yourself any restrictions on what it is. There is no boundaries of what it is you want. Don't capsize your manifestations. I mean, if you really only believe that you're only worth $2,000, then you're only going to make $2,000. If you really do believe that I can't have this or I can't have that, then you're capsizing, saying I can only get to this high, amount. And it is sometimes hard. Especially if you're like asking for millions of dollars. I mean, but remember, you can only, achieve what you are. So if you don't feel like you're a millionaire, you may never become a millionaire. Because you've given yourself limitations on how much you think you're worth. A legacy of light, 7. Ooh, I like that because we have the star card. Okay. This is number 7. Ooh. Okay, so let's get this book over here. That's cool. It's the same one on the book, too. Okay, so let's see what it says here, my friends. It says, you are being asked to honor the legacy of light. Well, we've seen it right here, your legacy of light. That is your sacred birthright. Take nourishment and support from those that have come before you. Your ancestral lines, not only in blood, but also in spirit. Perhaps these are the beings that have inspired and motivated you to live as a sacred rebel from your heart and with belief in yourself. The more you are nourished by this legacy of light from your past, the more you become the bearer of a legacy for those that will be supported by your light in the future. The oracle of legacy of light comes to you when you need confirmation that a creative choice you are making or have made or soon will make is one that is aligned with your sacred purpose and spiritual path of healing and growth. The legacy of light cannot be ignored without some deterrent to your sense of well-being. If you are asking about a particular question and drew this card, then part of the answer to your question is that the issue at hand is one of the utmost importance to your spiritual growth, even if it seemed like a relatively insignificant question. Interesting. So this is guiding you towards something in which can influence your family history or spiritual traditions, may encourage and be constructive. Oh, it's interesting because the first thing I thought in my head was things that hold us down. Things that hold us down. Conditions. Conditioned. We are conditioned as we live. Conditioned to say, I'm not worth that much money. It's going back to that capsize. A lot of us are conditioned to say, money cannot come easy to me. And we keep repeating that to ourselves because we've either come to this conclusion throughout life or somehow or another we're conditioned to that. You either struggled or maybe your family struggled. Maybe they told you, hey, you know what? Money's not easy to make. So it's telling you to erase. We need to erase those conditions and make new uploads, new downloads, of what's real. Because that's not real. Those are conditions. Those are things that we've learned. And that's what it's talking about. And that's where the wake up is from the judgment. I need to do a video for that on the second channel. How to erase those conditions. I do a lot of wealth affirmations, stuff like this. But I have not gone through and actually erased. Just like hit the delete button. You see what I'm saying? Like just hit that delete button within our minds, within our little computer in our mind, and erase those to bring in the new conditions, the ones that are real, the real true birthrights of what's there, that a lot of people don't have anymore. And that would go back to number 1 that I was talking about in the very beginning of the video, right? When I said some people can manifest very well, so it makes others feel like I cannot manifest or create at all. That's because they've gotten rid of their conditions or they've never had those conditions. So therefore, it just feels very easy for them to manifest because they don't have any restrictions. To them, they say, money comes to me easily and I make money every day. I can sleep and make money. Right? So having that mindset that it always continuously comes to me, they do always have money. They're more stable within that foundation. And that's why, because they're more open to those understandings. Where a lot of us are very shut down. You're shut down, and you're conditioned to believe that money don't grow on trees, and money is hard to make, and it takes many, many hours, and you see what I'm saying? All these things. And then you keep telling yourself these things, and then it just becomes a habit of when other people are talking about money, how easy it is, you say, man, for me it's so hard. And that's because you keep, and then you keep telling yourself the same lie. And that's what it is. It's a condition. It's a habit. It's what you've come to believe. It's a formed belief, which Spirit is trying to tell you in this reading. That is not true. That is not how it works. You are your own creator. And this is what it's trying to say. Through your legacy, you need to learn. You will be awakening to understandings if you pay attention, right, to the possibilities of how to reform these conditions to not exist. So start telling yourself money is easy to make, right? That's the only reason affirmations are important. It's because it's rewiring the mind. Oh man, you guys are awesome. Okay, so in fact, I was going to grab some of these cards. You know, they're the, you know, but it's like I just said everything, so I don't even know. Should I even do them? So number one was overthinking the situation, analyzing every possible outcome, and becomes paralyzed by the indecision, just like I just said. So it's almost like to the point where it's like, oh, since I just said it, I don't even think I need cards. So, but I'm going to pull a few because that's the whole point of tarot, is to have a few cards. Even though I've said it 1,000 times, I really don't need tarot cards, you know, to do my job, but this is what I do. They're helping tools, but I only need so many, right? Unsettled. Look before you leap from thing to thing without making real commitments. And that's another, you know, it's kind of like leaping from here to there, because if you're leaping all over the place, then you're not feeling very stable, right? And that could be even overthinking. I feel like that's the overthinking. You're leaping from one to the other idea, and you're just overthinking every situation, and then you just get confuzzled, right? You get confused, right? Yeah, you get tunnel vision. There's that too. Consumes thoughts and emotions, often blinding you to the bigger picture. And right now what we're doing is we're opening you up to the bigger picture, so that way you don't feel confused. That way you can't, you know, feel like you're stuck and obsessed. When you are manifesting, make sure you're not staying obsessed within the situation. Make sure that you are letting it go. That's just going to chase it away, right? But right now, it's just about really grounding yourself and understanding. This feels more like an understanding that you can have what everybody else has. You just need to have this kind of wake-up call so that you understand that you are no different from anyone else, and they are no different from you. It's just about how you're doing things. Until next time. If you guys like this, hit that big old like button, and I will see you next time. And make sure you hit that big old subscribe button so that way you get these videos come up at you quickly and surely. Till next time. Bye-bye.